All right. Hey, how's it, everybody? It is 5 p.m. West Coast time, 8 p.m. on the Pacific. Wow, I screwed that up right from the get-go. Welcome to my day, you guys. Welcome to my day. All right, it's a little bit after 5 West Coast time, 2 Hawaii time, 8 on the East Coast, and 7 for our Central Time folk. You'd think I know how that goes. It's not like I don't say it every single time I try and start a stream, but today things are just a little bit more difficult than they need to be. All right, we've got Rick back from the north, the Great White North, or the Great Wet North, perhaps. I'm not sure. And then we've got Darlene and Kenny. Good to see you. All right, now it looks like, oh, hey, it looks like Rick upped his sub today. Fantastical, fantastical. All righty. I do believe we've got the gear as per usual, so if you're geared too high, feel free to adjust it to make this Twitch less twitchy, and if it's good for you, then hopefully it'll stay good for you. Hey, Poppy Shaney, good to see you. Thanks for re-upping the sub. All right, it's starting to get some folks in here, so why don't we get this party started? All right, Andre in the chat as well. Haven't seen Andre since school started, so I'm not sure if there's a day off today, if Andre called in sick today, or if Andre can't hear us, but he can see us because he's on the train, which I realize that isn't a very good sign for train, but I hope he knows what I'm talking about. All righty then. So, yes, absolutely, Poppy Shaney. We have been thinking about you. At least I have. I've gotten a whole new idea of what the heck it is that you do for a living. Yes, as I'm sure you know, Poppy Shaney, Washington was on fire a few days ago. I think it's still on fire actually, but now the wind and the smoke aren't nearly as horrific as they were this weekend. And it looks like Broken Soul coming in, saying hello and throwing down the biddies. I don't know how many biddies that is because it's a lot of math. So I know that it's way more than 10. So what I'm going to say is, Broken Soul, thank you for the way more than 10 biddies. I can't count that fast. And then they all went away. So yeah, let's see here. Oh, Andre, you played hooky because you lost your keys this morning. But after you called, you found your keys and they said just stay and said you just need to stay home. So you did. Awesome. Thank you, Andre, for 500 biddies. I know how to count. I know how to count to 5, but anything more than 8 is a little bit, suspect these days. Yeah, Andre, I'm telling you, I had similar yet different situation today. So I had to go run some work errands because I had to deposit some money for for a coworker of mine and then also for the business I work for. And I knew that I had all the checks. But I went to my car and, thank goodness, before I left, I checked my purse to make sure I had my checks. I tore my purse apart. The checks were not there. So I'm like freaking out. I go back into my house and I check like this other work bag that I have, tear it apart. The checks are not there. Darlene, thank you for the 300 biddies. Oh, goodness. I can count the 3 and I can see the 3, unlike the missing checks, right? So this is not my money. This is my business's money and this is like a coworker's money. And I've managed to lose all the checks. I'm tearing through everything. And finally I'm like, well, they have to be in my purse, right? So I checked my purse again, couldn't find it. Checked my purse again, and lo and behold, there they were. I don't know what the Manahoonies were doing in my purse, but they were clearly having a good old time with those checks. So I go and deposit. I had some checks to deposit for myself, deposit some checks for myself, get some money back. It's in a little envelope with the money and my ID, etc. And I put that envelope, I thought I put it in my purse, go run errands, come home from work or from the errands, can't find that envelope anywhere. It's all the money, it's my ID and my bank card. And it's just like, I didn't even get out of my car to run these flippin' errands where the flying fork is everything. Well, as it turns out, the car seat ate it. I did eventually find everything. But I'm just telling you guys, just like Andre's keys, it's just like, oh yeah, they were there. Couldn't find them. Everything's just a little bit more difficult today than it needed to be. And oh, speaking of which, why was I like 4 minutes late to start the stream? Because right at 5 p.m., my boss called and needed to have some info. So just as I had logged out of my work computer to start my stream computer, she, of course, is like, hey, I need you to blah, 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 blah. And it was just like, no, except for I didn't say that. So nothing today is going quite as it seems. And Darlene, it really was scary when it's other people's money. Actually, even when it's my money, because it was like, that's my bank card and my ID that was lost. Everything, my heart got a pitter patter in quite a few times today. All for no reason, except for all for very good reasons, it seemed at the time. Yeah, exactly. And if you were, yeah, exactly. Once you start losing other people's money, panics are panicking. I knew though, I was just like, I didn't go anywhere last night. Like I knew that if I had lost it, it was somewhere lost in my house. And that's sort of a nightmare scenario because, well, I'm not going to show you why, but my house is kind of a pigsty right now. And so it's just like, oh, if it's lost in my house, it is just lost. On the bright side, if it was lost in my house, we know that nobody else is cashing it and the money is still there. But that's really not that much of a bright side, right? And Andre, thank you so much for the 1,000 biddies. Let's see, you lost it in my car seat and I bet you did not lock your car either. Well, I didn't get out of my car. So luckily it wasn't an issue, but you are right. I don't lock my car door. So had I gotten out, you absolutely are correct. I wouldn't have locked that car door. And oh, Poppy Shaney, thank you guys so much thank you so much for the 400 biddies. Sweet. All right. So today might've started complicated, but things are getting a little bit better. It seems, it's funny how the little diamond bits can soothe the soul, as it were. Okay, Darlene's on call with your daughter right now. So she'll be a little less chatty for the time being. But, speaking of chatty, well, that's not really true. We're not going to talk about chatty. We're just going to talk about something that was a cute little video that I made. And I wanted to, let's see here. Oh, wait, hold on. Kenny from the Cove. Nothing going right today. You're here with us. Don't know about you, but I'm putting that in the victory column. Heck to the yeah, dude. I'm glad that I made it to 5 p.m. to get this rolling. Let me tell you, and even if it was a little bit late, because I knew, like, well, I didn't know, but I had hope that things would just be better once we were all together on stream, because they really couldn't be as bad as they were earlier today. Oh my God, it was just, yeah, losing other people's money, even if you never lost it. If you feel like you lost it, yeah, that's stressful. But it looks like between Kenny and Andre and everybody else who has been hearing my tale of woe, is decided, well, if you lost their money, we better get the money back to them. all donating money. Let's get it back to who it belongs to. The lost money has been replaced, is what it seems like. So, you guys are so flippin' awesome. And another reason why you guys are so flippin' awesome is because, well, first off, hold on. It's because you don't point and laugh when I forget to turn on the background music. There we go. Now we've got background music. And Andre's throwing down more bits. Thank you so much. All right. So, I wanted to show you this very, very short clip. It's like less than 20 seconds long. But it was one of these serendipitous moments that I happened to catch on video. And the timing was so incredible that even though it's not really part of any kind of larger video, I literally just made a video of it. So let's just say that King County Metro bus service, oh yeah, things are running on schedule. Okay, I admit, it's not a masterpiece. It's not a great work. The plot, it's a little thin. Yeah, I know. But anyway, I just thought it was such a cute little thing, how it was such perfect timing, the whole bus crossing like that. And yeah, so I decided to share it with you. And Andre's busy bringing us to level 3 hypes with all the things that he's sharing with everybody. Thank you so much, Andre, for those 400 biddies. Beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, Andre, you saw it on YouTube? No, you saw it on Facebook, because I don't think I've posted it on YouTube yet because I can't figure out what music to put with it. And if I did post it on YouTube, could you let me know, because I really thought I didn't. Yes, it's a Mad Statter short clip. Buses doing Blue Angels head-to-head pass. Oh, I didn't know that that's what it was, but that's what it, there you go, that's what it was. Kenny, thank you so much for the 200 biddies. And Andre, okay, you might have gotten your videos mixed up because most are on YouTube. Good point. And I'm gonna check to make sure I did or didn't upload that, because I still have plans to upload it, but if I already uploaded it, well then I don't need to have plans to upload it because it's already there. Sometimes plans get confusing, I guess. Let's see here. Now, today is Whale Talk Wednesday, but we're not going to talk too much about whales, at least not yet, because Cindy Krause isn't here in the house yet. And Cindy did send a couple pictures that we're going to be sharing later on this afternoon for our Whale Talk Wednesday. And then I have another video that we're going to watch, because it's just so neat. But basically, it'll just be a bunch of fun little videos and pictures for Whale Talk Wednesday. I instead have a different topic, which is what do you know about that Wednesday, I guess. And Andre Moore and Poppy Shaney, thank you so much. We're at a level 4 hype train. Good God. You guys are just going crazy today. And Kenny, if you could avoid the copyright strike, ZZ Top's Waiting on the Bus would be good for that bus video. Yeah, that's the problem is the copyright strike, right? One of my friends suggested a Beastie Boys song. I don't remember what Beastie Boys song it was, but whatever it was, I was like, oh yeah, that'd be good. But then I was like, copyright strike, what are you thinking? And since it's so short, it's like, well then, do I even really need to make it have music? You know, there's just conversations that I'm having in my head. That if the video is already on YouTube, I guess I could just stop these conversations, but I guess I like having conversations in my head, which is sort of why I guess I like having conversations with you guys. It's like you're all in my head. Let's see, Andre's sound effects records maybe. Yeah, or actually what I was thinking I might, I know, so many decisions, right, Poppy Shaney? But Kenny, that actually is not a bad idea. The wheels on the bus might be in public domain, and that would be kind of cute. But what I was gonna say is, when you make videos that you put on YouTube, YouTube provides a library of sounds and music that you can use on their platform without any worry of copyright strike. And so I was thinking about going through their list of sounds and musics to see if anything caught my ear. But before I do that, I think I'm going to check to see if Wheels on the Bus is in public domain, because I kind of like that idea better. I'm glad we're having this conversation, people. Very glad we're having this conversation. Let's see here. That's right, Andre. Thank you for the bits. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of rubber slippers outside of my head because you guys are all in my head partying. Hey, eMusic, good to see you. Good to see you here today. All right, cool. So more people are trickling in, which leads me to the main topic of today. And it's a little bit of I'm going to start it off with a little bit of a trivia question. And I want to see how many of you guys might actually... Oh, hey, Picola T. How are you? Awesome. Okay. So, most of us here are super stoked about Hawaii. And I thought we would talk a little bit about this place in Nevada called Hawaii, Nevada. Now, have you ever heard of this place? Did you know that Nevada has a town called Hawaii? Now, before you guys start telling me, there's no town in Nevada called Hawaii, you guys might not know how Hawaii used to be spelled. And let's see here. Oh my gosh, we're like almost done with that level 4 hype train, and that's exactly it, Kenny. We're all in Statter's head, snorking the Jello shots. That is exactly it. So, oh, awesome, Palpy Shani. You're going to be heading to Hawaii on October 16th through 18th. Excellent. Now, I'm assuming that you mean the island, not the town in Nevada, because there is a town in Nevada called Hawaii. And it's a tiny, tiny, tiny little town. And it is... did someone say Jello? Yes, someone did say Jello. That is correct. Oh, by the way, speaking of Jello and Jello shots, the bar that I go to, the bar that I go to had some Jello shots available for the Monday Night Football, and I told everybody at the bar that the proper term for consuming Jello shots is called snorking, and everybody agreed. So that is the official way to eat Jello shots from now on. It's snorking. That's right. So, Andre, thank you so much for the biddies. And hey, Ann Ware, good to see you. You are here just in time because I'm about to tell everybody about the weird connection between Hawaii and Nevada. And I'm just wondering if you guys know the town that I'm referring to that's connected to Hawaii. And I'll give you a hint. It's not Las Vegas. It's not the Ninth Island. Not at all. It's a town called Hawaii. And elevation 5,400, population 953. And look at how that sign is spelt. My goodness gracious. That's not how you spell Hawaii, is it? Is this how you spell Hawaii? What's going on with that spelling, right? That's how they used to spell it, dude. Before the missionaries decided that it was spelt with an H, all the people who traveled to the Hawaiian Islands referred to it either as the Sandwich Islands, or they referred to it as the locals called it, which was Hawaii. This is exactly, the maps of old had those spellings. Exactly. Now, why in the heck is there a town called Hawaii in Nevada? Like, that seems weird, right? Not really. Now, here's where Hawaii is located in Nevada, right on the border between Idaho and Nevada, and it's actually Hawaii is in Nevada. It's on an Indian reservation, and it is the tribal headquarters for that reservation. I think it's called the Duck Island, or no, the Duck. I don't know what, the Duck Valley, something like that, Indian reservation. And Kenny from the Cove, just looking at that, looks like something you'd say after you hammer whack your thumb. I can appreciate that logic. I can totally appreciate that logic. So we've got Hawaii, Nevada, right? Like, now this is in the middle of the desert, or so it seems, but it's not. Because check this out, you guys. Hold on, let me find the right map. There we go. All right. There's an entire river in Oregon and Nevada and Idaho called the Hawaii River. And in this map, did you hear that? In this map, because you know I was going to bring the maps. You know I was going to bring the maps. All right, so you can see that the River Hawaii is a tributary to the Snake River. Now that Snake River is highlighted in yellow. And the Snake River is a tributary to the Columbia River, And that Columbia River is highlighted in purple. So, what happened was in 1819, 3 Hawaiian men whose names have been lost to history, they went on a trip. Let's see here. Hold on. Who's the trip? They joined the Donald Mackenzie Snake River surveying and trapping trip. And so they went up all the places. Here we go. They went up all the rivers and went up to up the Snake River. And so then the 3 Hawaiian dudes were sent to trap and survey the Owyhee River. Now, they did not survive that trip, but it was the first group of of non-indigenous population, first explorers to try and map that particular river. And so, they were some pretty hardcore brave men to do that. They got killed by the local tribes, but in their honor, all the fur trappers from that area started to consider that river, they called it the Owyhee River, or River Owyhee. Some notations have it noted as the Sandwich Islands River, or River Sandwich Islands, or River SI, but it's now known as Owyhee, and everybody agrees it was named after the 3 sailor dudes from Hawaii who went to go explore and trap there, and ended up perishing. Now, this particular, it's also a county in Idaho, and in fact, it was one of the first counties to organize itself in the Idaho territories. And in Boise, Idaho, the most haunted spot in Idaho happens to be the Owyhee Hotel, which was built in 1910. It was like the biggest, grandest, most awesomest hotel in downtown Boise. And the building is still in use. Let's see here. Oops, that's the inside of the building. This is the Owyhee Hotel. It used to have a rooftop garden and like all sorts of things. But then in 1962, the Ore-Ida Company decided that they were going to use the top couple floors for their corporate headquarters. And then they converted the rest of the building into retail space and apartment buildings. So it's no longer a hotel, but it still is an active, in-use building. One of the oldest in Boise. And basically, the hotel was named after those 3 guys, in honor of those 3 guys who had explored that river. And so we've only got a couple more pictures and stuff left, but this is what the river looks like. It's kind of an impressive little river, in my opinion. It's not really a little river, but it's awfully pretty. And let's see here. And then this, oops, wrong one. This is just the close-up of the Owyhee River and all of its tributaries. It is actually one of the largest tributary watershed basins that drains into the Snake River. So even though it's a short river, it's a mighty river. And Kenny from the Cove, the most haunted spot in Cove is the recliner in your back bedroom. It has an upholstery geist. Nice. Let's see here. And Pocola T, you see a little Owyhee on the map? Nice. I actually don't see that, but I'm not at all surprised that there's a little Owyhee, because oftentimes there are little rivers that attach to the big rivers. And let's see here. The ghosts are saying, why did we get talked into going up that river by those Halleys? Those natives went and Captain cooked us. Funny. But actually, no. As has been discussed on this stream before, there's been a ton of Hawaiian natives who came up to the West Coast. Like we have discussed earlier, Hawaiian folks were some of the first people who were mining at Sutter's Cove, and where the gold rush first started in San Francisco area, in the Bay Area. And as we've discussed, before. There's a town in Washington called Kalama, and that is Kalama, actually, is how we pronounce it here. And that was named after a Hawaiian gentleman, seafaring gentleman who sailed up the Columbia River. And I think it sounds like actually a lot of Hawaiian folk, men in particular, I guess, joined the sailors to come across to the West Coast. And, well, you know, they actually, you know, they didn't just come into the Columbia River. As you can see, you know, they went to the Columbia River, then down the Snake River, and then to the Hawaii River. Although it's not Hawaii, it is Hawaii. And let's see here. The Kingdom of Hawaii did trade with Mexico, California before the U.S. had California. Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all. Nothing about that surprises me. What with the U.S. not having California till kind of late in the game anyway. But yeah, so I was let's see here. Pokolati, and there's the 3 young royals who introduced surfing to the West Coast. Exactly. And for a second, I went to a different direction with royals, with what else is going on in the news these days. And I was like, really? English people? What? But yeah, I know what you're talking about now. And yeah, and so basically, though, I was watching something on the internet, and they were talking about haunted houses, and they mentioned the Hawaii Plaza in Boise, and I was like, wait, what did they just say? Because I knew that Hawaii used to be spelt this way, and that was exactly how they spelt the plaza. So I had to find out if there was any connection to actual Hawaiians. And as it turns out, yes, three specific Hawaiians that was named after. Even though we don't know their names, they have been honored for, well, 200 years now and going, because they did perish in like 1820. So 200 years ago, but the name still remains. And I don't know. I just thought that was kind of neat. So I decided to share that topic with you. There you have it, Rabbit. That's my little, well, what do you know about that Wednesday fact? And like I said, we do have a little bit of Whale Talk Wednesday, but I'm hoping that Cindy Krause will come here, because I'm going to be using some of the pictures she sent me, and I wanted her to see them. I wanted her to see them on the big screen, so to speak. I mean, you know, not the big screen, I guess, because she is on an iPad, but whatever. Alrighty, so let's see here. You know, I know that this is something that we normally do later in the broadcast, as it were, but I just think it's time for a little Lono music break. How about that? All right, let's do it.
fight the fight for what is truth as we seek the light. When people gather on this land, you can hear the holy and hear the chants. New holy, 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 holy. Yeah, yeah. Oh, They said church, spend all day in church, and at the setting sun we go to sleep in church. They say it's a Hawaiian thing. Love Molokai is why we sing. Love Molokai. Yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa. Just some things that need to be said from the heart, dancing in the head. And if you've heard it, you will benefit. And I thank you for your time, my friend. Ahui ho, 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 ho. Yeah, yeah.
All right, I got lost in my buttons. Couldn't remember which button I needed to press. Awesome. So I know, and this song is just so great. And I thought, we should just play that song. I really do. As much as I say that Passage to Pono, Old Style 5, is my favorite. Old Style 6, A Aloha A, which is what that song is off of. Also, it's just such a good album. Once you start going down the rabbit hole of Lono tunes, it's hard to pick your favorite. And speaking of rabbit holes, I'm glad, Andre, that you trust me not to get you too lost into the labyrinth of wherever it is that my internet curiosity takes me. So, yeah, exactly. I'm glad that you guys aren't too scared or too afeared to come follow. And let's see here, Kenny. Yes, good. Kenny says, let's see here, where did this go? I lost it already. Kenny says, speaking of haunted stuff, the story I'm sharing on Spooky Story Night next month is The House at 501. It's a house you spend a lot of time at. I had a feeling that would probably be the case, I would hope. And if y'all don't know what the flying fork is it that Kenny's talking about now, well, Halloween's coming up. And so it's time for spooky stories when Halloween's coming up. And so I want to hear about any kind of spooky thing that might have happened to you. It doesn't have to necessarily be a ghost or anything. It could just be a case of I don't know what that was. It was just weird. So if you have a story like that, you can either email me the story at madstatter@gmail.com and I will share it on, I'm not sure exactly what day we're going to be doing the haunted stories. I'd have to look at a calendar to figure out the best spooky story day. But you can either email it, I mean, or you can just, save up your story and then share it on the day that we're going to have it. So if y'all have a little spooky story, like Kenny's already prepping. Kenny's doing his homework. So if you wanted to do your homework too, I would just love it. And let's see here. It looks like Darlene is back from B&K for a bit, which is fine. Daughter called with details of a Friday night sleepover with 2 grandkids and 1 grand dog, Ziggy. Oh, that sounds awesome. Hopefully it was a good sleepover and not full of too many spooky stories. And let's see here. Poppy Shaney, you got a hele? You're in Fortuna, California on the North Coast and meeting work friends at the Eel River Brewing Company. Awesome. Everyone have an excellent day. Perfect, Poppy Shaney. You have an excellent evening. And, maybe take a sip of beer for me if you can. But if you can't, well, then take a sip of lemonade for me or something. Yeah, just one. That's all. Awesome, Poppy Shaney. Thank you so much. Oh, okay, Darlene. It's not a sleepover yet. That's what's coming this Friday. Oh, so the kids are going to come to you, Darlene. I get it. And then you're going to get the dog too? Oh, that'll be fun. That will be fun. And Kenny, the story was easy to come up with because you lived it. Yeah. That'll do it. So let's see here. So Darlene, hey, I feel like I've asked this question before, but I'm going to ask again. What kind of dog is Ziggy? I'm sure it's a mutt kind of dog or whatever. Well, actually, it might not be a mutt, but what sort of dog is Ziggy? Like, tell us a little bit about Ziggy, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because everybody loves to hear about pupper doggos. And hopefully Ziggy will keep the squirrels and the chipmunk away. There you go. So, that like a good Ziggy should. But I'm still curious. Is it a fluffy pupper doggo? Is it a little pupper doggo? Is it a big pupper doggo? And Cola tea. Here we go. On the grill tonight. Tri-tip and potatoes on the side. What's cooking at your house? Nothing, because last night I got Kentucky Fried Chicken and I'll be eating off of it for several days. But I want to know what's off everybody else's. Because I know that Darlene and Rick have probably already had their din-din tonight. And I'm guessing Kenny may or may not have had it. So yeah, you guys, what's in your belly or what's on your stove? Give me some ideas for the next time I cook. Because actually, for once, okay, this makes no sense, but this is what it is. I have a refrigerator full of all kinds of food. Seafood, chicken food, beef food, pork food. I just got back from my greengrocer. I have all the vegetables in the world. So what did I do last night? I went to Kentucky Fried Chicken. It makes no sense. I know. But I couldn't think of what I wanted to make because I had so many options that it was like, oh no, I'm just gonna go get some KFC. So I did. Excuse me? Tonight was leftover ribeye, sauteed mushrooms and onions and asparagus. Kenny, you needed to invite me over. That sounds delicious. If you'd invited me over for that last night, you wouldn't have had leftovers tonight because I would have ate them all. And, hey, look, yeah, exactly, Rick. Kenny wins. No doubt about it. And Ziggy's an old rescue dog, which is awesome. And about 70 pounds, black and white, short-haired mixed breed, part boxer, not sure what else. Sweet dog, though. If you let him, he'd be a lap dog. Nice. So yeah, so definitely a dog that will be keeping the squirrels and the chipmunks away. And no doubt, Picola Tea, this crowd is eating good. Yes, ribeye, yum. Tri-tip, young. Not young, yum. Yum. And so, although I have to admit, even though I've been grilling Darlene an awful lot, so maybe I'll ask Rick, what do you guys have for dins? Because you guys always have the good dinner. Even if it's just like, oh, I just threw it together from stuff that was in the freezer, and it was really just the simplest filet mignon with an 18-part course meal and whatever, because Darlene was just like, oh yeah, I just, no, not filet mignon, what was it? Beef Wellington, the most complicated steak you could make. Just, because I just took it out of the freezer or whatever. Let's see here. Oh, awesome, Kenny. The welcome mat is always out for the Statterbox fam. Fantastic. So, Andre, you've been exploring restaurants of Oakland and the bakeries of Berkeley, but you finally did grocery shopping, so eating at home the last few days. Yeah, good for you. See, I did the grocery shopping part. But yeah. Oh no, Rick, you had to cook all last week at the cabin. I didn't even think about that. So what'd you do? Did you eat hot dogs and stuff? I'll tell you what, if you were my dad, you would have eaten Oscar Mayer cold cut sandwiches for lunch and dinner every day. But I'm hoping, and by the way, my dad would not have heated or toasted the bread or anything. It would have been just a cold sandwich. So I'm hoping that at least you're a smidge better than my dad and you would at least like fry your bologna before you edit, right? Oh, that's right, Darlene. You had... No filet mignon or nothing. Just homemade beef vegetable soup, grilled turkey, cheese, onions, tomato sandwich on the side. Yeah, no, nothing nearly as mundane as a steak. No, instead, I've got wonderful soups, turkey, cheese, onion, tomato sandwiches. Oh, yeah. Yum. And let's see here. Right, Andre. No, Darlene got the beef Wellington already made and frozen with entire menu of veggies from her own garden and ended with 3 kinds of pie freshly baked. That's basically what it seems like. And she probably knitted a stuffed animal for one of her grandkids because, you know, that's what she does in her sleep with one hand tied behind her back. I know, right, Picola T? Everything Darlene throws together sounds delish. It's just, that's why I had to ask. And so yesterday you guys went out for dinner, nice, but tonight you made all the good stuff. Nice, yes. Right, Andre, yeah, and she takes care of the grandkids and Ziggy and the garden, all with one hand tied behind her back while she's sleeping. That's what Darlene does. In case anybody's wondering, that's what Darlene does. There you go, Kenny. That's what she does. Darlene, I'm retired. I've got time now on my hands. There you go. Well, you make good use of it, and a few of us are just a little bit envious, shall we say. Oh, hey, Gina, good to see you. Exactly, yeah, she is a Wonder Woman. And new phrase for the day, how does she do it? Exactly. I mean, well, I can tell you this. I know how she does do it when it comes to making her granola. And I have since made some granola. We've already talked about this granola before, but we're talking about it again. And I shared some granola, and the person I shared it with insisted on getting the recipe. So it's spreading, Darlene. Your secret recipe is spreading. And let's see here. Oh, yep. So gravy. You got it there. All right, cool. So, hey, I'm not sure if Cindy is going to be hitting our shores today. So I guess I will go into our Whale Talk Wednesday for just a couple little things. Definitely not going to get deep, or I have no intention of getting deep into anything, but I wanted to show you, I wanted to show you a video of some people who were swimming off of the coast of Vancouver Island, and they got out of the water. Let's just leave it at that. So check out this really, I don't know, I think it's super awesome. And then once we see the video, you know, I'm gonna pull out a map so I can show you just where it took place. And Kenny from the Cove, what? Was today National Cheeseburger Day? Really? How did I not know this? Why did I not know this? This needs to be remedied. I might need a cheeseburger today. I had no idea. Is it National Cheeseburger Day today? Okay, we're going to talk about that. But first, we're going to see a neat yet scary video. It's only a little bit scary. I mean, they got out of the water, right? Right.
Some very shocked swimmers had a close encounter with a group of orcas off of Quadra Island. Video capturing the whales heading right up to swimmers next to the rocks. The group of orcas is part of the T090 pod, a family of well-known killer whales. They're said to have been spending a fair bit of time hunting harbor seals in the Salish Sea recently, as well as the occasional trip to Alaska. These orcas have shown a curiosity for swimmers, but people are reminded to keep their distance if they do see whales.
Oh my God! Holy shit! Oh my God! Oh
All right. So, yeah, exactly, Darlene. Get up on land. They can grab you. And let's see here. Yeah. I hope he didn't look too much like a tasty seal. No doubt. No doubt. Oh, all right. Hold on. I'm not able to. Yeah, Rick, that's what I was thinking. It's like, you're in the water, dude. Like, that is their element, not yours. Why don't you maybe get up on the rock? Oh, look, you just got your life scared into you. That's why you just got up on the rock. Good boy, good boy. Yeah, that kid was a little slow, to say the least. A little slow. So, now you know I'm going to do it. If you're wondering, well, where did that happen? Don't worry, I got your map. And this was I believe these were transient orcas that we talk about a lot. And these, where that little red dot is called Whaddya Island. And that is exactly where that particular video was filmed. As you can see, it was part of the Salish Sea area situation. So yeah, that is where it happened. And that is where the less than intelligent person lives, but he got intelligent real quick, and he did get up onto the rock. So we'll cut him some slack. And it does seem that humpbacks are a bit more dangerous to people, says Andre. I'm not sure why you say that. I mean, I'm not arguing. I just don't know what you're thinking of. Although I'm wondering, are you thinking of when the humpbacks like breach? Because they're so flippin' huge that they like can flip over your flippin' boat. Because that's sort of what I'm scared about. Kenny, that's brilliant. Map statter. Like, that's a take on a take on a take, but I like it. I like that a lot. Absolutely, I like that a lot. Let's see here. Oh, Rick, today is National Rose Tequila Day. Okay. And tomorrow is Cheeseburger Day. Well, I'm very glad that we're having this conversation because it gives me some time to plan for Cheeseburger Day. And I hope that maybe Rick and Darlene won't just get a cheeseburger, they'll get a cheese butter burger, because they can get their butter burgers where they're at. And let's see here. Oh, Andre, okay, so the way they feed with the baleen, they have mouthed people in their kayaks. Yeah, that's not good. I don't like that. Yeah, that would be more of a, yeah, no, I don't like that. Yeah, no, I don't like that. But you're right. See, I was thinking it had something to do. Well, I wasn't really thinking it had to do with being eaten, but I did think it had something to do with, yeah. Let's not get in the mouth of a baleen whale, shall we? Let's just not. No. Okay, so I don't know. So, yeah, exactly, Andre. Lucky that humpback don't have teeth. Precisely. So today, though, okay, so Rick says today is National Rose Tequila Day. Now, is Rose Tequila a brand? Or is it a style of tequila? Because, like, the only, I only know of, like, Silver, Añejo, and Reposado in regards to styles of tequila, but that doesn't mean that's all there is, because I'm not really a tequila aficionado. So is it a kind of tequila or is it a brand? And if it's a brand, how come they get their own day? Huh? I mean, I don't expect you to know that part. But anyway. And Kenny from the Cove, you still got surplus mushrooms and onions for your burger tomorrow? Fantastic, because a mushroom onion burger is delicious. And, oh, Andre, that's horrible. But okay, I guess I see why it's got its own day now. Okay, so Tequila Rose is the original strawberry cream liqueur. Combining tequila with strawberry cream was a bold innovation, the first drink of its kind. Hold on. To pair cream with anything other than Irish whiskey. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. You know, how about this? What if I have a cheeseburger on this day and the next day? Because, yeah, no. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't eat Picola tea. I don't either. And I guess there might be some people in this world that know how, because I've heard of them making homemade Irish cream. But yeah, how does the cream not curdle when booze is added to it? But you know what? Now that I think about it, like a White Russian is just like what, vodka and milk, right? And then cream, and then what? So I mean, none of these things sound very good to me, and they do make me wonder. But what I really don't understand is, okay, so let's just say it doesn't curdle, and it doesn't curdle, fine. What I don't understand is why it doesn't go bad. Like, I mean, my mom never kept Bailey's in the fridge, even after she opened it. And so, and trust me, she would drink it. So I don't, like, how does it not curdle, and how does it not go bad? The milk, the cream, that is. And Darlene, yeah, Bailey's on ice every once in a while is it, but even still, it's just not, yeah, well, I mean, as like you, I guess, it's not really something that you like a whole lot, because you don't drink it very often, it sounds like. And so, but it does sound like we can all agree that we're going to avoid the tequila rose. And Picola tea, yeah, the science behind booze is truly mysterious. And what actually, not just the science, but like who decided, hey, let's try this and see if it's good, right? I mean, it's just like, I don't know if I would have ever thought that, you know what I'm saying? So, hey there, Norshame019. Forgive me for totally butchering your new username, I'm sure. Apologies for that, but good to see you here. I am Mad Statter. This is Chatter with Statter. You're now part of the Statterbox crew, and right now we're talking about weird boozes, because today is Tequila Rose Day, or Rose Tequila Day. It's tequila mixed with strawberry cream, and I'm not so sure I would like it, but it's got its own day, so yeah! And Rick is coming in with the details of said alcohol. Ambrosio La Rosso Reposado Tequila from Mexico. Pink tequila. Let's see here. Aromatic agave bouquet, intensely flavorful with cinnamon and vanilla. What are you talking about? I thought it was supposed to be strawberry. Cinnamon and vanilla. And then what? Rested in Bordeaux barrels for 3 months, which gives the tequila a pink hue. Gold medal, 2007 World Spirits Competition. So that doesn't sound like that's the same thing that Andre was talking about. At all. I mean, I'm not so sure I would like that either, because I don't really like tequila, but given the choice, I think I would maybe rather drink that than the other. Because that's not what Andre was talking about, was it? Doesn't even sound the same at all. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess you're right. Darlene. Coming up with a new drink with what they have it. Let's see here what they have. Okay, so Kenny, tequila rosé sounds pretty heinous, but it's actually not too horrible. Oh, so you've actually had it? Oh, Kenny, you've actually had it. And okay, so Andre's saying that Rick is talking about the fancier stuff. Okay. And let's see here. Let's see something. Oh, right on. I'm so sorry that I'm gonna just call you Nor, because I don't know how to say that name, but don't worry that you don't know how to drink. And I'm super stoked that you got yourself a, did I say that you don't know how to drink? That's not what I meant to say. Don't worry that you don't drink. But I'm super stoked that you've got the new iPhone 10 or the iPhone X. I don't even know if it's the new one because I'm an Android person, but I know that getting a new phone is the most awesome thing ever. So I'm super stoked for you because it's a brand new phone. It's like Christmas for your own person, you know? So awesome. I'm super stoked that you've got one. And e-music, you don't drink either. Yeah, see, we're full of people who don't drink. We just like to, I drink, but I don't drink tequila, especially not tequila with strawberry cream, which Kenny insists is maybe acceptably tasty. And I don't know if I believe Kenny, even though oftentimes Kenny is telling us the truth. But this time, Kenny, I'd rather you were lying to us. I would rather you just be big bald-faced lying. And Andre, speaking some wisdom right there. If you don't drink, not a good idea to start with tequila. That is some words of wisdom. Well, and especially not pink tequila, because that's really expensive. And you don't want to, spend $42 on a bottle of something you might not like. And you definitely don't want to spend any money on tequila mixed with strawberry cream, even if it's like $2. And let's see here. Kenny, you broke up with tequila. many, yep. Too many hangovers, totally. And yeah, you used to drink wine every now and then, but with diabetes, you don't drink anymore. E-music totally makes sense. So see, E-music, she knows how to drink, unlike earlier where I was like, if you don't know how to drink, yeah. So let's see here. Just to set the record straight, you looked up what national day today. They gave you the Rose Tequila. Oh yeah, no, I knew. I did not, Rick. There was not one iota of me that thought that thought you drank the tequila cream stuff, strawberry cream stuff. Not one cell in my brain thought that was the case. So let's see here. So Nor, you've got a friend who was a bartender at this biker bar in Cincinnati. She also doesn't drink alcohol, but I remember her telling me that one of her customers ordered a small glass of whiskey mixed with white wine. Does that sound good? I think you should know from the response that I made while reading your question. No, that doesn't sound good to me. I'm not a white wine drinker. I'm not really much of a whiskey drinker. So I can't say for certain. But Statterbox crew, what say ye? Whiskey with white wine? What on the flying fork is that? I mean, yeah, Picola tea. Yeah, that mix sounds kind of gross. Darlene, Rick wouldn't drink anything like that. Yeah, exactly. Oh my. Yeah, no, I don't, I think Andre has summed it up best. Whiskey and white wine is a crime against both. Yes, obviously, we are coming from a bit of a bias because it sounds like none of us have ever tried it, but it also sounds like none of us would think to try it or want to try it. And now that we know somebody has tried it, we're more prepared to mock them than it is to join their party. Yeah, no. No. Now, I know that biker bars don't have the best selection of white wine, so I'm not so curious about the wine, but I am kind of curious what kind of whiskey they ordered with the white wine. I don't know why I'm curious about it, but I am very curious about it. But I think that the instinct, Nor, of your bartender friend, I think your instinct are probably both very valid, which is, oh yeah, nobody drinks that. Nobody drinks white wine and whiskey. Who drinks that? Okay, so she told you it was Jack Daniels, the whiskey. Yeah, no, I understood. I was following you there. Okay. Yeah, no. No. Oh, yeah, no. That's just not, yeah, no. And Kenny, yeah, whiskey and white wine, all the nopes that ever noped in Nopeland. Abso-flippin'-lutely. And Andre, actually, you bring up a good point. I'm kind of wondering how some of the bikers didn't laugh that person out of there also. So, they do age good whiskey in Burgundy barrels and sherry barrels. Yeah, the barrels that whiskey gets aged in is very specific and important. And Andre, yuck, Jack Daniels. I can appreciate that. I'm not a fan of Jack Daniels as well because to me, Jack Daniels tastes like smoke because of the charred barrels that it's aged in. And it just has a smoky flavor I do not like. Whereas a lot of people love it for that flavor. I don't. But as soon as Nor said that it was Jack Daniels, honestly, I was afraid to say it out loud, but I'm going to say it out loud. I might... Oh, I don't even know if I want to say it out loud, but I guess what I'm going to say is, of all the whiskeys I can think of to pair with white wine, Jack Daniels might be the one. Just because I wonder if the white wine would help cut the smokiness. I am not willing to try it to see if it does, but I do wonder. But I don't wonder it enough to try it. White wine and Jim Beam, I think would be really gross. Jim Beam's really sweet in comparison. So I don't know if I would like that. Like I'm implying that I like the Jack Daniels with white wine. Yeah, no. Let's see here. And you're the 200th follower. Awesome, Nor. That is so awesome. Thank you so much for following. I don't have my little alert set up because I'm not very smart like that. But I'm glad you let me know so we can say, woohoo, thank you so much for following. Now, because you're a follower, I don't know, I think, let me see. You might have access to some emotes. And just so you know, there's this one emote that we've got here. I don't know if you have access to it yet, but it's this one. And so when we throw the haha emote, it's always because, well, it's for two reasons. First off, it's because we love the person that we're laughing at, and we're laughing with them as well as at them. And so it's a good-natured haha. Now, the only time that we're allowed to throw the ha-ha and be mean, like, oh, that's just we're making fun of this person, is when somebody comes in the stream and asks us if we want to buy followers. Then you're totally allowed to go, ha-ha, in a mean way, because that's just silly. Oh, you don't have access to them yet? Okay, well, let's see, maybe do you have to be a sub to get the emotes? Gosh darn it. Okay, well, somebody will have to get you subbed up, my friend. I don't know if I can right now. I don't know how to do things. So there you go. But yeah, if you do ever get the access to the emotes, remember, haha is only to be used nicely, except for the people who try to sell followers. And your friend enjoyed working at the bar. She told me all the bikers she met there were so cool and down to earth, and some of them are Vietnam vets, which is cool. Yeah, a lot of bikers are ex-military, that's for sure. And yeah, biker bars generally are gonna be the funner bars, as it were. And let's see here, scrolling back just to see what Darlene has to say about tequila. Oh, that's right. You really. Oh, I really like tequila sunrises. I had gotten introduced to them when I was a maid of honor at your friend's first wedding. You lost a day there and never got it back. But so for the longest time you didn't have tequila again, but the last couple of years you like to have margaritas. Right on. And let's see here. Picola tea, I think biker bars don't usually have a good reputation. However, some of the best eats sometimes comes from those kitchens. Absolutely. And it's really funny. You should say that because, let's see here. Oh, it looks like Andre threw down the gift sub for you, Nor. So that is super awesome. Mahalo for that gift sub, Andre. And so, yep, now you got him. So, just remember, you're welcome. If you want to point and laugh, especially at me, this is the best emote to do it with, but it's always got to be a friendly point and laugh, except for those silly people who come in trying to make us buy followers. Then we can point and laugh at them in the meanest way possible. We usually ban them before they see the ha-has, but that's okay. We still like to throw down the ha-has. So now you know. Oh, and another little emote rule, and it's not really a rule so much as it is background information. This little thing right here, that's a Prel dot. And Prel, in case you don't know, is a really harsh shampoo. And so when you disagree with somebody on, so if you disagree with somebody and you want them to wash their mouth out with soap or just, oh no, I don't want you to say that, you can Prel them. And yeah, like the guy who just asked in chat why we saw that, and then we got him taken care of, because that's not really a conversation that we're going to chat about here today on Chatter with Statter. And so Rick, being the beautiful mod that we've got a couple of them actually, but Rick's in the house today, and so Rick said, oh no, we don't need that kind of thing, because we don't want to know the answer to that question, right? Right. And so, so, you know, and Kenny from the Cove, you blame Prel for your baldness. That's funny. And so, yeah. And so, and you know, actually, Nor, what we could have and should have done is perhaps thrown the haha emotes at him and the Prel emotes at him, because he needed to clean up his act, and then we should have banned him. But we didn't. Instead, we just banned him. But that's what the Prel emote is. And so let's see here, off topic, but 1970s. Wish me luck, because you're going to school next week with your bell-bottom pants, just to see what people will say to it. Well, okay, first off, I don't know how old you are and what grade you're going to be in, so I don't know what kind of school situation you're going to be going into. But bell-bottom pants actually can be kind of hip. In fact, actually, kind of curious. Like, are they jeans? Are they plaid? Like, what's your outfit gonna be there, Nor? Tell us a little about it. You're 19 and it's your third college semester. Okay, so they probably won't harsh you too much. I mean, if you were like 13 and in junior high, I'd be like, oh, dude, I don't know if you want to do that. But no, if you're 19, you can totally pull that off. But Picola T is definitely asking the most important question. Are they polyester? Because polyester bell-bottoms, well, now that is trying to pull off the full-on 1970s action. And, Broken Soul is saying you got your daughter some bell-bottoms. Hold on, where did it go? Oh, dang it. Last week, and she just turned 12 and she loves them. Shoot, dude, it sounds like maybe, because eMusic's just like, I kind of wonder if they're coming back in style. So actually, people might think that you're totally, ahead of the curve, as it were. And so, let's see here. You wouldn't say jeans, but they are blue, and the line in the middle is showing, so you could say it belongs to a suit. Oh, my. So those sound like they're vintage. I think I know what pants you're talking about. I think I know what pants you're talking about. If it's the kind of seam, like it's a white seam or it's a lighter color seam that goes down the front. Oh, dude, those sound vintage. I don't know, dude. I think that's a really good, I don't know. I think it sounds like a really good outfit, but you really shouldn't, you really should not take fashion advice from me. At all. I only wear black, so, but they are classic vintage. Oh, well, if they're vintage, then of course you can pull them off. And if people give you little, no. You just walk with your head held tall, and you know that this is high fashion that you're watching, because vintage clothes are always going to be better than what people think they are. And let's see here. Darlene, you wore bell-bottoms in high school, loved those little hip hugger bell bottoms and tank tops. Yep, there you go. Yeah, Andre, I agree. I think he's going to rock the look. And Kenny, though, is just like 3 things I don't miss from the 70s. Bell bottoms, disco, and dingo boots. I don't know what dingo boots are. And I'm fairly certain we've already had that conversation because I feel like we've already had that conversation. I just don't remember what they are. And platform shoes with bell bottoms really complete the look. True, however, once you get your bell bottoms with the right hemline for the platform shoes, you pretty much can't wear them with anything else. Otherwise, they're just going to drag in the mud. And then, you know, the thing that I hate about bell bottoms is when it rains out, the hem touches the wet ground, and then eventually by the end of the day, your leg just has acted, your pant leg has acted as a sponge, and it's all wet. It's all wet up to your knee. So, let's see here. Okay, but here's the thing. You had an afro and sideburns a week ago. I had to get a haircut because I'm suffering from hair loss. And I also had to take some hair treatment pills. So, rip your afro and sideburns. Oh, dude, that sucks. And your current hairstyle is a military flat top. Well, you'll look a little out of place with your 70s bell bottoms, but you're going to be your own person, my friend. And I think that sounds beautiful. Let's see here. You're not balding though. Don't worry. At least you hope not. Well, you know what? Totally random off topic, but let's just say, Nor, that you are suffering from male pattern baldness, as it were. I actually have a friend who got like hair transplants. You know, they took some hair from the back of his head and put it to the front of his head. And it was definitely a painful operation, but it ended up really good. Like, it ended up being so subtle that people who knew him, he didn't tell very many people that he was getting it done. But after it was done, you know, a few months later and things were growing out again, so many people were just like, I don't know what you did, but you look so much younger and you look really good right now. So it was sort of like the perfect, you know, it didn't look fake. Nobody could even really tell what happened. It was just such a subtle difference, but it made all the difference in the world. So if you ever do, you know, start considering something like that, at least one person in the world has had good results from it. And I have witnessed that. So, you know, I don't know you. I don't know if you need that, but one day, if your pocketbook can afford it and you're thinking you need it, there you go. And, let's see here. Rick, if you dress vintage, you just go to your closet. Seriously, some of the clothes in my closet, when I like do the math, it's just like, well, how did that get to be 20 years old? But, you know. And let's see here. Darlene was a teen, went through some things, styles, shall we say. Perfect. And, since I'm so bereft of hair on my scalp, I'm sporting a Hollywood double dip, Sam Elliott mustache, and Jason Statham haircut. There you go. There you go. Well, now, you know, I don't know if anyone could ever go wrong with a Sam Elliott mustache. I mean, seriously? Sam Elliott's mustache. I guess the question really is which one is the bigger Hollywood star? Sam Elliott or his mustache? I feel like his mustache is actually the bigger star. You know, I feel like the mustache might have a rider, you know, it only needs to have white towels to be washed with or dried with. Let's see here, Andre, you got an old horsehide leather jacket from your grandpa, but it only fit like till you were 14. That's funny. Nor, you know, Robin Gibb from the Bee Gees, you want his long hair. You know, that was some good hair back in the day. Yeah, yep. And you're right, Andre. Sam Elliott does look better the older he gets. It's not fair. Let's see here. Broken Soul, you always wanted a Tom Selleck mustache, but it just never quite happened. Kenny from the Cove, while I agree with you, other people might argue, Sam Elliott's mustache is so awesome, it could beat up Chuck Norris's beard. Wow. Those are some fighting words. I mean, I'm not going to be in the fight, but you know somebody's going to get all uppity. A fight between the Norris beard and the Elliott mustache. I think that would be an animated fight that I actually might watch. I'd like to hope it's animated at least. And so... all right, so well now, oh wait, Sam's mustache should have its own Facebook page. You know what, I'm not on Facebook right now, I'm not logged in, but I feel like I bet you Sam Elliott's mustache does have its own Facebook page. I'll bet you it does. I mean, I'm not going to bet like more than $1, but I'll bet you somebody has made a Sam Elliott Sam Elliott's mustache Facebook page. And what about Burt Reynolds' mustache? See, I always forget that Burt Reynolds has a mustache, even though it's iconic. I always think of Burt Reynolds. I always associate Burt Reynolds with chest hair. I think it's his chest hair that is what sticks in my head, so to speak. But didn't Burt Reynolds, I want to say that didn't Burt Reynolds shave his mustache for a minute? Or am I making that up? Because I think we all know I am really good at making stuff up. Pacola T's like, I gotta go check. Correct! There is a Sam Elliott mustache community on Facebook. I knew there was. I knew there had to be. And let's see here. No joke, you never heard of Burt Reynolds until you played GTA. Why? Okay, so when you say GTA, I'm assuming you mean Grand Theft Auto. And why is Burt Reynolds in Grand Theft Auto? I mean, I guess considering his Smokey and the Bandit movies, maybe that... Why is Burt Reynolds in Grand Theft Auto? And Andre, Burt Reynolds started with no mustache in the beginning. Oh, maybe that's... And Kenny's saying, yeah, he had no mustache in The Longest Yard. Okay, all right. The transom is in GTA. I don't know what that means on so many levels. I don't know what the transom is, and I don't know how that relates to oh, the Trans Am. Now I get it. Okay. And okay, that's Kenny from the Cove. Burt also had no cookie duster in Deliverance. There we go. That's because I haven't seen The Longest Yard. Deliverance, that was the movie I was thinking of. And yeah, so he didn't have his cookie duster then. And so the Trans Am car that Burt Reynolds drove is in Grand Theft Auto. Okay. But like, is it labeled as his car? Because I guess what I'm wondering is, like, if you don't know who Burt Reynolds is, how would you recognize that car as the Burt Reynolds car? And so Nora's coming in with everything we want to know, which is he was voice acting as a corrupt real estate mogul. Has nothing to do with his car. Has everything to do with his voice acting. Got it. See? Ask stupid questions and you will get the right answers. Perfect. Thank you, Nora. That's exactly what I was looking for. And well, actually, it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. Your answer was what I was looking for, because you were the only one who could have the answer of, well, why'd you figure that out? So there you have it. All right, so we have got about 5 minutes left before we're going to wrap it up. And so I want to thank everybody here today for hanging out and putting up with my little Hawaii talk for our geographies and all the maps, etc. But mostly, I want to thank you guys for giving Noor such a warm welcome. And Noor, I want to thank you for being such an active part of the Statterbox crew today. Super, super awesome. You fit right in like a glove. I love it when that happens. And I want to thank everybody for the bits. Andre, Kenny, Darlene, and everybody else who I totally forgot. I want to thank everybody for the gift subs. That would be Andre, basically, mostly. And I want to thank everybody for resubbing, Rick and Poppy Shaney. And if I did not thank you, it's not because I don't want to thank you. It's because I totally forgot everybody that donated, because we were having bits flying like a crazy party. And so I cannot believe the amount of love we got shown today. And let's see here. Kenny, there's a company in Florida that will take a modern day Chevy Camaro and convert it to a modern Smokey and the Bandit style Trans Am. That's cool. And Noor, your dad was like, oh yeah, Burt Reynolds. I watched him when I was your age. And of course, and now you know him from Grand Theft Auto. That's so awesome. That is super, super awesome. And Noor, gosh, you know what? I cannot give you your afro back, but all I can give you, and I can't really give it to you, I can only share it with you, and that is what we're going to watch on Saturday. If you're around on Saturday, 6 p.m. West Coast time, 3 p.m. Hawaii time, 9 p.m. on the East Coast, 8 p.m. Central Coast, this coming Saturday, Statterbox at the Cinema, we are going to be featuring Ants. Wait, there we go. Ants. It's an animated movie, so so we don't have to worry too much about all of our thinking caps, because it's just going to be a fun little. And you've never finished the movie before, Noor? Awesome. I haven't seen the movie before. I've been told it's a cute one. So it sounds. We took a vote a couple days ago on the last stream what we're going to watch, and it was decided we were going to watch Ants. So there you have it. That is what the plan of action is for Saturday. Now, Noor, my best guess is on Saturday, you might have something to do with your life because you're the age of person who has stuff to do on Saturday nights. So if we don't see you at the movies, we're not going to be offended. But if you do want to show up and watch Ants, that's where we're going to be, here on the Mad Statter channel on Twitch, 6 p.m. West Coast time. We're going to have to let you do your math to figure out exactly what time that is for you, because I don't know where you live. And Andre, we're old here, just a smidge. Yeah, we're probably closer to your dad's age than your age, but that's okay. We still like hanging out with the young bucks because we can get taught a whole bunch of things from all y'all. And let's see here. What did Darlene just have to say? Oh, you've got nothing to do, but you can be very busy because you're a book writer and you write novels. Oh, fantastic. You live in Morocco. Oh, well, gosh, you are definitely going to have to do your own math there, Mr. Man, because I have no idea what time zone Morocco is. Maybe what? Same time zone as Paris, maybe? See, okay, so this is a perfect example. I just said same time zone as Paris, maybe? And if it's not, I fully expect you to throw down the ha, you're so wrong. So, so see, that little question that I asked could have been a perfect ha moment. So let's see here. It's 2:29 a.m. at the moment. Okay, that's a lot of maths to do. And honestly, wow, I had no idea that Morocco was the first country to recognize the United States of America's independence. That's super awesome. And Picola T, shut up. You're giving away my secrets. Map Statter will check the time zones after the stream for sure. What? Like, do you know me? Do you know me? Because, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that for sure. And let's see here. Oh, right. That's because Andre. Yeah, that's because we invaded them. Right. I remember. That's how the Marines got their stupid song. Right. All right then. So, yeah, exactly. I love Americans. Even though we fought each other in the early 1800s, we still love you. Exactly. I think everybody fought us at some point. We're the feisty type. I don't know, you know? I mean, I try not to be too feisty. That's not true. I am a feisty type, but I try not to fight with people. But, you know, the country I'm in can't necessarily say that. So I'm glad that you love us, even if we aren't that lovable all the time. So, yep, there you go. First Barbary Wars. Yep, all right then. So, Andre, Moroccans fought everybody in a boat around that time. Right, exactly. So it's like everybody's got their fighting words. Everybody's got their fighting history. So it's nothing to be ashamed of. And yeah, exactly. I mean, as long as it stayed in the past, it's nothing to be ashamed of. Not a fan of violence either. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Norsham. Oh, and I have to say, thank you, by the way, Nor, for... Well, actually, you know what? Thank you for not doing the point and laugh emote at how badly I have massacred your name, I'm sure. But if you did want to throw down the point and laugh haha emote at how I say your name, I definitely think it might be appropriate because, yeah, there you go. Only video game violence is what you support. Where's my alien gun? There you go. That's exactly it. All right, fantastic. So I want you guys to go look for your alien guns. And if you can't find your alien guns, go find your ant guns. And then we can go kill all of the ants this Saturday. Excellent. And, I'm saying it perfectly. Nor's your real name anyway. Awesome. So perfect. I hope to see you coming back. I think everybody here is excited to see some fresh blood in the Chatterverse. And like I said, thank you, everyone for everything. And we will hang out again, hopefully on Saturday. Until then, take care, y'all.